magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can beat hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like to use? Welcome in, everyone. I'm opening my water. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh shoot! I got rid of the safety seal too. It doesn't really matter because, you know, the safety seal is supposed to be removed, but it always confuses me when I accidentally rip it off. Did you hear about the bread factory burning down? They say business is toast. Wouldn't you like to have some of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like to use more? I'm messing up the lyrics. That's not how it goes. But to be fair, like, in my defense, it's easy to mess it up because I literally just found out about this song recently. You are first! Welcome in, Snuggie! On an AFK Journey day, too. Are you excited for Ilium? What is that? Ilium. Let me look it up. Define. What? No, it's triple L. No, it's ILLIUM. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Second, you are second. Unless Dime redeemed it first. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Wouldn't you? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh! It's out of stock? Bro, that's crazy. I actually still haven't listened to all of it. I know it's bad. Like, I only just found out about that song, and I'm shocked because I love Hermes, and the art I saw for him, oh my god. I was like, whatever that is, I need more of that. From some random fan animation. Here, I'll show you. Because, like, whatever that is, I don't even know if it counts as Bishonen. But whatever he is and how he's often portrayed is just beautiful. And hello, Zaki! Welcome in. You've caught us on an AFK Journey day. Are you a little sad not to see Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not just a game. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh GX. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Now I feel like I need to start the game instead of talking about Hermes. To be honest, I need to like sit down and listen to it all. I did read the epics, you know, like the actual, like the Odyssey and the Iliad. In fact, we can rule out this place. Yeah, that's it. I just found out that the epic and the Iliad are not.
The scabbard didn't stir in either the upper or lower district. Looks like Excalibur isn't in Savannah.
I just found out that the epic and Iliad are not required reading. I just found that out. Where I'm from, it is required reading. And yes, people should show up. That's what I've been saying. But hello, Bean. Welcome in. You know, I saw a video about military guys. So I was going to send it to you, but I forgot about it. It was like 3 a.m. and I was just like, I don't know. I was kind of out of it. But I remember, I was like, is this what they're doing? And I'm happy to hear that, Zaki. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Lean Bean Machine. Wouldn't you like to? I'm actually thinking about buying the records of Epic because I actually really like it. I like the Odysseus' voice in here, and while he is nothing like that in the songs, like the Odysseus you see in the songs and in the actual Epic, they're very different. But I like the musical Odysseus more. Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Are you sure we're doing it right? I hope you aren't taking me on a wild goose chase.
No doubt. The scabbard holds Jura's power.
No, I was just yapping, Wilden. we didn't even see anything. Like, what is this game about? I'm glad you asked, Zaki. So, we are Merlin. In this game, Merlin is a title bestowed upon the strongest mage in that, like, generation. So that is us. We're the strongest mage. However, we do wear a disguise most of the time, so people don't recognize us. And we have amnesia. So the actual real story, like, oh, and thank you so much for the, I think the follow? I don't know what that sound effect was. This isn't Path of Exile? Dang it. I literally clicked a Path of Exile streamer and it took me to you instead of my notification list. Then my notifications are working properly. As you can see, I've hijacked every stream. Now, whenever you click anybody, it's just me. Just kidding, just kidding. You'd be lucky if most of my alumni could even read. That's crazy. But honestly, I'm very shocked because I was telling somebody about the Odyssey, like the epic, the musical, and they didn't even know what the Odyssey was, and I was sitting there like, I don't know how to explain this to you because this is too long. It's too long to explain. It's like 26 books. So it's too long to explain it from start to finish. So I was just sitting here like, how can I reasonably shrink this while still getting the point across? And hello, Abby, I'm doing fantastic. But it's pretty good. And if you've never read the Iliad or the Odyssey, then honestly, you could just listen to Epic. It's not one-to-one, it's not perfect. However, it is pretty good, and the songs are good. Got it? Ain't nobody got time for that. It's required reading for me. It was required reading. How are you all not reading it? Favorite song? It's hard, but I mean, low-key right now, it's this one. Because I love Hermes, and the art is so pretty. Well, to be fair, this is a fan animation, so what I really like is the artist, but I'll show you. Hold on. Wouldn't you like a taste of... It was Dangerous before than God Games, but I like Apollo specifically from God Games. I don't know, something about... We all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. With so many sirens gone, I think Odie's in the wrong. Like, literally, anytime you pause on Hermes, like, fantastic. Literally fantastic. This artist is phenomenal. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. And oh my gosh, if you skip to, like, the end, he does, like, this pose when he's saying good luck. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my, I can't even play it because I'm scared of getting demonetized. This happens to me way too many times. Don't thank me, friend. You very well may die today. Good luck. You see, oh my So whatever style this is, oh, everything. This is everything. I am not complaining. I'll help you fight for conquer. But I really like Hermes. I like his voice. I like his style. I also really like Odysseus himself. Ooh, No Longer You. I am the prophet with the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free. There's a world where I help you get home. But that's not a world I know. I'm gonna actually try to just find all of the songs. I think we'll look here because I feel like this is official. This one was fine. Just a Man, I actually really like Just a Man. I'm just a man who's trying to survive. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. Ooh, Open Arms! Ooh, this one the good one. I love open arms. Oh my gosh. You can relax, my friend. I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. I'm fine, polities. Look at all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how you're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard, I'm telling you. I really like open arms. Warrior of the mind. Now don't be modest. I think you're a goddess. I know you're a goddess. So let's be honest, you are Athena, Athena. That one is a pretty good one, but honestly, it got overplayed a lot. Like, I was listening to that more, like, against my will at times. I was just like, oh my gosh. It's a good song though, don't get me wrong. This one is a banger too. I really like the giant. Not so much his voice, but I like the vibe. Like, I like the energy he brings. Remember them is good too. I love the energy, it's great. Remember me, doo-doo-doo. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. Thank you so much for the trick or treat and the hydrate. I am the infamous Odysseus. What else? I like My Goodbye, but it's not like in my top 10. I like Athena as a character, so I like that. Ruthlessness is fire. I love ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. I don't even know this. That bar didn't even, it's not even listened to. Done For is pretty good. Wouldn't you like, this is my new addiction, this one. There are other ways. I don't know that one. I don't know this. I think I know this one. When he sees Polites and his mom again, right? No Longer You, fire. I don't think I've listened to Monster. Didn't listen to any of these. Wait, what's this one? I might have actually listened to this one. It looks familiar, but I don't know. Love in Paradise is a good one. God Games is a good one. Not Sorry for Loving You. Dangerous is a good one. Get in the Water, good one. This one, I like it, but the content is actually a little much for me. But it makes sense. Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? I like the concept of it. I just think the execution is a little bit boring. Sorry. But yes, we were playing AFK Journey. I kind of went on a tangent for no reason. Wouldn't you like to fall? Ruthlessness was lovely. Yeah. I should probably blame my particular school then. Who knows? I'm very, very shocked that a lot of people haven't. And I don't even think it's... I don't know what it is. Mage of Old Order of Rebellion against the unjust treatment of fallen deities, now protecting the fragile world of the new and forces of evil. Right, because originally we were fighting hypogeans and stuff, which are basically like demons. Like, for long story short, like, they're basically demons. But we kind of derailed from that. We're really not fighting hypogeans anymore. Where's the video essay version? Listening to the musical would cause me physical harm. Really? Where's the video essay? If you look up the... Well, do you want the epic, like the real epic? Or do you want like the musical video essay? Because they're basically the same thing, but the character personalities shift around a bit. So it's not exactly one-to-one.
Young lady, open your mind. Miracles can't be explained by the magic you learn from books.
I'll take your word for it. What do we do now?
It's getting late, and I'm full. Let's call it a day and continue tomorrow.
He does have, like, essence of Adrian. You've been nibbling this whole time?
Can't blame me for multitasking, right? I just used the time while you were investigating to explore Savannah's food scene.
Kind of funny. Have you been searching properly?
I can't control the scabbard, you know. If it doesn't react, that means the sword isn't here. But at least we know the sword isn't in Savannah. That's progress.
You're annoying me.
I'm so sleepy. Magister, Be a kind soul and give me a ride back, will you?
Ride back where? I changed my style in anticipation of meeting them. I wanted to have... What?
Just take me back to my nest. The wise Merlin would know where that is, right?
Come back to my nest. I want something that won't make me want to... LOL. Basically, the Odyssey is about a guy who is... He's a king, actually. He's a king. So he has this nice kingdom and wife and kid. Everything is going great, but there's like a prophecy that a child, like it's like a whole thing, and then he has to leave to like fight and stuff, but then along the way he cannot get back home easily because all these different gods are basically trying to stop him. Well, mainly Poseidon. And then there's also like sirens, and like it's just a lot of like magical people stopping him from getting home. And basically every single one of his like comrades, all of the sailors that he went out with, died. And then it's like a fight of like, and then he's like blessed by Athena. I'm skipping stuff. Sorry. It's weird that I can explain Mabby lore more chronologically. But basically, some boy, really smart, Athena really likes him, you know, like the goddess of like strategy, and she likes him. There's a whole reason why, but we're not gonna get into it. But basically, she likes him and wants him to be like a general, like a commander, like a strong person. And then what's his name? Odysseus is like, yeah, sure. And so he becomes a great king. He has a bow. He's like blessed by Athena, everything, and he has to leave. He has to fight. His people die. He's trying to get home. He's really not giving up going home. That's his #1 goal. And then basically a bunch of gods try to stop him along the way, and he does get home, but the argument is like, is he still the same Odysseus who left? Because he changed so much on his journey. It's like 7 years. 7-year journey. Honestly, outside of waiting for a video explaining Mabby lore, I want to hear you talk about the Odyssey lore. The musical or the book? Because we can talk about it, but it would be there's so much to cover. Because there's 26 books. There's 26. And this was required reading. Okay, so I think the first one was required reading, but I actually dislike reading in general. And I think it's because of the material that they gave us as a kid. So I had to read a lot of things. And then when I found the Odyssey and the Iliad, so I think those two were required. And then that's when I realized I love poetry. Like, poetry is fire. And then even with Shakespeare, I hated Romeo and Juliet, and I didn't really like Hamlet. I didn't like that one either. But then I realized, like, there's ones that are like comedy too, like Midnight Summer's Dream. So I really like that one. I don't like the tragedies. I wish I was able to choose what I had to read, though. I made the mistake of going through my old Twitch messages, dear Lord. I didn't even know you could do that. Wouldn't you like the taste of the power? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight might be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an animal. And welcome in, Jose. I know bits and pieces of the Odyssey, like the guy who killed the Cyclops, that's Odysseus. But he didn't kill the Cyclops, he blinded the Cyclops. Just make a YouTube video on it. I might, but it's so far away from my usual content, I don't know how that will go. Okay. I only like writing poetry, not reading it. Interesting. Meow, 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 meow. Meow mix, the only food cats ask for by name. Besides Halfor, who else fought against the Hypogeans in the First Divine War? It's unclear. I don't remember. Halfor, Misarti. Oh, Misarti, yeah. Dura and Def? Yeah. How many bits for a cover of that Hermes song? 1. If you want to hear it, we can sing it. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up. But I only found it like yesterday, so I don't know all the lyrics. I think. Maybe. I found it last night, like at 2 a.m. I was like, hang on, what is this song? And then I kept listening. Wouldn't you like a fight? Throw it on the Evil Rebecca's channel, assuming you'd even want to. Evil Becca, LOL. Imagine if I make a whole evil account. Just talking about random stuff. That's a bit out of character for you.
What makes you say that?
Wouldn't you
I'm
like
just a fox
to
living
taste
in
the
Savannah.
magic?
Nothing
Wouldn't
more.
you like? Still not ready to come clean? Fine, I won't push it. I don't know why we're trying to push him to talk about his identity. It takes like 3 seconds to figure out who this fox's identity is. Generally. Like, maybe we don't know the exact person. I'm 90% sure it's King Roland, but there is a slight I would even say 95%. But there is a slight possibility of being the other 3 people, Ryan, Rion, and who was it? Reinhold? How did I remember their names? How? Not Rebecca. I think I actually have a channel called Not Rebecca. Wouldn't you? Yeah, I do. I actually do. I forgot. What is even on here? Oh, I remember. That was like R18. To be fair though, it's still it's still largely family friendly because it's still me. It's just the content is like the games are R18 and I don't want to like expose children to R18 stuff. But it's still me. This can be, we've suffered and sailed through the toughest of, then you tell us our efforts meant nothing. There is a world. Strange forms of entertainment, LOL. I'm thinking about moving everything that's like, cause like even Love in Deep Space, like I don't think it fits on the main channel anymore. But at the same time, maybe it doesn't matter. Strange forms of entertainment. I entertain myself in a lot of ways. Fine, I won't push it.
Stop overthinking if you don't want to lose your hair. Come on. I'm already dozing off.
You dragged the sleepy fox out of the tavern. At least one thing is clear. Excalibur isn't in the lower district either. I have hiccups. You have to breathe really weird when you get hiccups to hope it goes away. There's more, meaning the first Merlin didn't... What is she hiding? Right. She's a very suspicious person. I don't trust her. Like, I know that's the whole thing that they want us to trust Dura. I simply cannot. Like, in my bones, I know she's evil. Or, like, not evil, but definitely not... You know, if Dura was a real-life person, she would not be my friend. You know what I mean? You're banned from all cutlery. Me? What have I done? Oh, what have I done? My dreams come undone. The fox decided to search the lower district. After buying the whole tavern a round of drinks, you picked up a few dubious leads from the patrons, but none of them led to Excalibur. Excalibur.
I'll keep the scabbard with me.
No.
Meet me tomorrow morning, and we'll continue the search.
Alright. Why do you get to keep it? You're not planning any funny business, are you?
If I were up to no good, I could have just taken the scabbard myself.
True.
For your information, I care only about things I can eat. It actually hurts to think you doubt my kindness.
Well, what you would do is what I'm worried about. About cutlery? About with Excalibur? Evil Becky makes an appearance, LOL. Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Wouldn't you like...
Just leave it here, alright?
I love him. He's so cute. Like, when I look at his cheeks, I want to, like... I guess I have cuteness aggression. But his face is so fuzzy. Only thing that matters is eating and sleeping. I love eating and sleeping. I would do a lot more of it if I had... What is this? Next time, make sure you land somewhere else. If it happens, I'll toss you... What? I couldn't even finish reading that. I'll help you conquer her. Valen! Valen's letter. Dear Magister Merlin, how are you holding up in Savannah? From what I hear, this place has been in utter chaos lately, with a temple vanishing, a missing princess, and that whole sword in the stone affair, lol. Meanwhile, I'm slipping fine wine and catching wind of your exploits from hundreds of miles away. I must say, your stories are far juicier from any minstrel's tale. Knowing you, I can already picture you working yourself to the bone to set things straight. You're busy combing through every nook and cranny for hidden information, aren't you? I know you'll likely brush this off, but still, I must warn you to keep your distance from the solitaries. Sure, they're just a harmless civilian organization, but dealing with them is a real pain. They don't care about gold or do things for favors. They only have their eyes on other people's secrets. Be prepared to be stripped bare if you want anything with them. Honestly, I'd rather beat the answers out of them than sit through their questioning. But then again, you'd probably say it's worth going through all that if it means finding the truth. Fine, if you insist— what the? You did a whole 180 by yourself in a letter. But then again, and thank you so much for the ping, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the ping. Thank you so much for the ping. I think I lost a lot of hair as long as Cassidy was hostage. Not cool for every second. There's a lot of pings, Lucian. For every second to hours to days, I was ready to kick their butt. Yeah, 100%. And thank you so much for the ping. If you insist on visiting them, I can point you to the right path. Though whether it's the path you should take is another matter. Go to... it's different to have this over letter, because literally no one was pulling his leg. No one was trying to get answers from him. In fact, he said not to visit the solitaries way back when we saw him at the beginning of this season. And then now, without being prompted, he's just like, oh, here it is. There should be an option to multiply the pings. You want like a ping hurricane? That, honestly, it could happen, I think. I think there is a setting. The story is devolving into reasons not to trust Dura. Right, I just don't trust her. Like, I don't think they could make me trust her. They would have to hit me with something crazy to make me trust Dura. Like, they'd have to hit me with a... I don't know, like... I don't know, because for me, it crosses a line when you start just murdering people out of nowhere. And we don't know what happened with Seraphiel exactly, but Azora fell because of Dura. And then she killed Azora unprompted. You know what I mean? Like, she provoked Azora to make her fall. And then, even before then, it just made me very angry that she smiled at the loss of a human life, Perseus. I would share and trade some of the first Merlin's past for Cassidy's life if they didn't abuse it. LOL. Yeah. Make your way to Vina Cemetery, just outside the city. Seek out a unique coffin, open it, and lie down inside. That is crazy. Don't worry, it's just their special way of welcoming their guests. It's a bit cramped and stuffy inside, but just think of it as an early taste of your afterlife. After all, there are few quiet spots like this in Savannah. Good luck, Magister. Hopefully you'll still have a few secrets left when you climb out of that coffin. Sincerely, Valen. It's interesting because I have amnesia. There is nothing they can get out of me. Crow! The crow doesn't fly away after dropping the letter. Instead, it tilts its head and stares at you quietly with its emerald green eyes. I love birds. You unfold the letter under a dim streetlight and see Valen's familiar messy handwriting. He writes to check in on you after hearing what happened in Savannah. After a few light-hearted jabs, his tone takes a sudden, serious turn. He solemnly warns you against turning to the solitaries unless absolutely necessary. For their aid comes at a cost of your deepest secrets. I have amnesia. What can you possibly get out of somebody who is... Is it like an amnesiac? Is that a thing? Nevertheless, towards the end of the letter, he still provides instructions for reaching the solitaries. Travel to the Vina Cemetery on the outskirts of the city, where there's an abandoned super robot, and I, Chiro, became its leader. Anything to not suffer more tragedies like Felice and the others. There's too many tragedies in this game. It makes me sad. Find the designated coffin and lie inside. You stare at the letter, pondering Valen's intentions. Yet you can't deny it might be a way out of this deadlock. You put the letter away, ready to ask the crow a few questions, but it seems ready to take off. How are you gonna ask a crow a few questions? Well, now that I'm thinking about it, crows can actually speak, right? But I don't know if they have that kind of information. Yeah. It flaps its wings and disappears into the night sky. The fight lasts for hours. I wanted to ask how it found me. How would it be able to respond? Like, use your noggin. I mean, it could be like... I mean, I don't think... They're very intelligent. They are. But I don't know if they're intelligent enough to understand human speech. And then to actually get their thoughts into words like that. You've been talking to animals all last chapter. True, I guess, but only as an animal. You can't just talk as an animal. You know what I mean? I guess you could, like, turn into a hamster, I guess. And then translate it.
Well, the solitaries train their birds to develop special abilities.
The solitaries. You know about them? You sound familiar with them.
It's not exactly classified information.
I could just grab the sides of his head and then just, like, you know? I don't know how to describe it. What is it, like a rub, I guess? The true origins of the Arcane Council, yes.
Those guys are secretive, but anyone who's been around in Savannah
Why would you
for
say
long
something like that?
enough,
He's
like
so
me,
cute!
would surely
Don't
know
you
about
want to
them.
pet him? Don't you want to pet him? Be serious. Don't you want to pet him? He's adorable. What did he mean by this?
They neither steal nor get involved in conflicts directly. They just trade secrets under the table.
He's very fuzzy. Have you ever turned to them?
Never. I want nothing to do with them. After all, I'm famous and hold many secrets. If I fell into
True.
their hands, I'd be stripped to my underwear. No, to my very last patch of fur.
So you really do have a lot of
Everyone
secrets.
has secrets, even foxes. I'm not a crook. I just don't like airing my dirty laundry in public.
Fair.
How about we split up tomorrow? I'll look for the sword while you meet the solitaries at the cemetery.
Why are we instantly going to talk to the solitaries? Everybody's been telling me don't go to them. Yet we're going to them? He said it wasn't classified information, and I'm just like, why he framed it like that? Oh, yeah. True.
One of the two ways has to work, don't you think?
You aren't joining me? Can you manage on your own?
Savannah's a safe place.
Usually.
Who would even think of robbing a fox with a scabbard?
Somebody who wants Excalibur, use your noodle.
All right, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget to shower once you're out of the coffin.
That's just disrespectful. Like, of course. After resolving a dispute in the lower district, Gwyneth returns to the guard base. She waits here for Hendrik to return. Gwyneth's perspective. Thorns and roses. Life is like a boat in a bottle. Try to sail, you can't with no air. Day by day it only gets harder. Tie a black rose into your hair. Sorry, Gwyneth. Yeah, he has a lot to be sorry about. Commander, did everything go well in the upper district? I escorted Prince Orion back to the palace and reinforced patrols in the area. Isn't today your day off? Father, please allow me to assist in the investigation into the Hall of Ancients case. Didn't I already make myself clear? Magister Merlin and I will handle this case. Stay out of it. You are to remain here and oversee daily operations. Do my orders mean nothing to you now? I don't understand. Father, as captain of the 1st Division, I have duty to act when a member of the royal family goes missing. Besides, Peggy is also my friend. As captain, I expect you to follow orders. They both have a point, but this is why Dad shouldn't be her boss. You know what I mean? Because her actual duty is to actually help the royal family, as she's saying. But as a person who works under someone else, you cannot disobey orders. So her duty is also to listen to Hendrik. So this becomes a problem because Hendrik is not looking at the situation objectively. He is looking at this as protecting his daughter, and that's not what he should be doing. I can't even be mad because, like, of course father should try to protect a daughter. That's a thing. But at the same time, she's grown up. Like, her job is literally, like, he's hindering her job. An entire chapel vanished before everyone's eyes. Do you understand what that implies? The power and politics are at play are on another level. This is beyond you. Then I'll face it. It's my duty. It really is her duty. Like, she literally should do something. Well, you can't expect your dad to toss you into the blender. That'd be silly on all fronts. Well, yeah, but it's not a blender. You know? And even if, don't you have to, like, swear oaths and stuff as a knight? That you have to protect the royal family? Like, isn't that a thing? Like, it's literally your job. Like, Hendrik needs to move out of the way. Like, honestly, he needs to lose his position because he is not looking at the job objectively. He's looking at this as his daughter, but right now, she's commander, and he needs to treat her like that. Like, on a personal level, I get it. Hendrik is being a good dad, but this is not the opportunity. But as captain, you can't just treat your subordinates as expendable. I mean, yes, but I don't think that's what Gwyneth is saying. She's trying to investigate. This is not... It's not even a frontline task. Like, you just need somebody, you know? Unless he had a genuine practical... Like, a practical solution. Are we meant to cover simply because our enemy might be powerful or dangerous? He's right on all accounts, you think so? Why do you always doubt me? I disagree a lot with Hendrik. He should lose his position, in my opinion. It's not treating her as expendable. I'm not asking for that, but he needs to, her job as commander is to literally protect the royal family. That's her job. But since Merlin is a thing, ask Merlin to tag along. I can understand why they wouldn't ask Merlin to tag along. Because we're not a part of the Royal Guard. And they should be doing stuff in the Royal Guard. Like, Merlin isn't going to be there forever. And I have no... They don't know if they can trust me or not. Because, like, wasn't that what Orion was saying? He wanted Hendrik to find Peggy. Only the Queen trusted Merlin. Because the Queen is a part of our group. So she knows we're trustworthy. But the Royal Guard doesn't. Like, everybody else who is not a part of the Arcane Council doesn't really know that for sure. But we're dealing with magic? Yes, but wouldn't you trust another mage before Merlin? Like Sia. Like, realistically, I think they would think of, oh, Sia, we can ask for his help. Because we can go through the appropriate channels to get his help. Because bravery and talent alone won't stand against a plot of this magnitude. As long as I remain commander, I won't allow you to enjoy the investigation. I think I know what we gotta do. I guess my question is, would he be this adamant on stopping Gwyneth if she was anybody else? What if she was just another person who wasn't related to him in any way? Would he stop her still? You should go home, Captain Gwyneth. Yes, Commander. I'll do my best to be the obedient daughter you want. I can't stay here any longer. Let's get some air at the plaza. It's literally Merlin. Why would you not trust one of the greatest mages of all time? That's the stall that sells secret pal boxes. And getting one to blow off some steam. It's a good question, Dime, but a lot of people are suspicious of us. Like, literally in this season, we saw Orion and Hendrik both actively question us. So we're obviously not trusted by all people. Like, literally Hendrik was all up on us on the first episode of this season. Because he was like, oh, I don't know if you have, like, I don't know what your purpose is. And then Orion was hesitant to allow us to try to find Princess Peggy. I thought it was because he was kind of, like, working with Sia. But I don't think that anymore. But on another, like, side note, just because they're the greatest mage of their generation doesn't mean they're trustworthy. Because you're strong doesn't mean you're good, right? Like, isn't that how supervillains happen? Like, I don't know, like Joker or something. Or even like Cole from Infamous. I wouldn't send one of my soldiers to deal with weird magic assassination attempt. But, okay. I can see that, but they live in a world of magic. Wouldn't it stand to reason they have, like, magic-resistant armor and stuff? Maybe not everybody has it, or access to it at all times, but maybe there's, like, an armory where there's magic weapons. It's amazing how protective fatherly instincts can be standing... Yeah, after the game tragedies and fight for Galaxy, literally. Yeah, I was actually thinking about them because Corden also lost his daughter. So, like, at one hand, like, I get it. Like, I get it. As a father, you would want to protect your daughter. That makes sense, right? But in a professional, like, setting, Gwyneth is not just his daughter. She's captain. And I defer to someone more magically inclined. True. If he explained that, then okay. But I can't help but think that that's not what he's doing. It feels genuinely like he wants to keep Gwyneth out of it because that's his daughter. We've just restocked. Want to try your luck? Play. I do want to play this game, actually. I like this one. Oh, I didn't realize that we were supposed to only grab one. Were we just supposed to go for this one right away? Ooh. Squinty Drake. Impressive, Gwyneth. With skill and luck like that, it's no surprise you're a captain. Today isn't as bad as day after all. At least with these boxes, I get what I pay for. You have the ability and luck to back it up. You'll succeed at anything you do. Here's your prize. Come again soon. That's really lifted my mood. I'm ready to go back to work now. The reason is conveniently twofold. If that's his actual, like, the only problem I have is him treating her differently because they're related. That's the only thing I have an issue with. So if he would say the same thing to someone who was not his daughter, then okay, I have no beef with it. But if he's saying that specifically because Gwyneth is his daughter, then I have an issue. Because, like, if you can't handle her doing her duty, then she shouldn't be in that duty to begin with. If you can't handle it. You can't just give someone... You can't give someone a benefit, but none of the actual duty. You know what I mean? Like, you should hire someone based on their merit and their ability, and actually use their merits and abilities. Is it frozen? Am I supposed to be reading this? I'd rather not turn my blade against people of my own. I thought I'd... Silence! Focus on your duty! Thank goodness the commander's back. Yes, Captain. Ha! She really is a noble woman, Hurin. The archery training is brutal. We can't blame her for wanting to have some fun, right? A plush toy? Aren't those for toddlers? Bruh. Stop! I wouldn't send someone to do something I wouldn't do myself. Well, Hendrik did do it. Hendrik was on the investigation team, and he went missing. But then he got mad at Gwyneth for stepping in. You mean doing her job? You can't get mad at someone for doing their job. Because after Hendrik disappeared, then the next person in charge should be... like, should do stuff. Like, should... you know what I mean? But he literally wanted her to just stand around. But these guys irritate me. I'm off duty now. Keep your nose out of my personal belongings. If you're not tired enough, I can add another 2 sets of weighted runs for you. Come on, Captain Gwyneth. Relax a little. We just think the toy doesn't belong here. Mind your business. A guard playing with toys? Mind your business. Anybody can play with anything. That's not a very soldierly thing to do, I'm afraid. Soldierly? You mean I should mask my incompetence with rudeness like yours? Like you? To count as a proper guard? How dare you? Being captain doesn't mean you can say whatever you like. So you can say whatever you like, but she can't? Now, I do agree that she shouldn't have said that. Like, really, you shouldn't, like, insult anybody, even if they insult you. Like, you shouldn't do that, because that just starts fights out of nowhere. And then Gwyneth was the one who said not to do that last time, right? So obviously they caught her on a bad day. But, so yeah, I don't really agree with Gwyneth either, but they were literally starting problems. Like, they just cried now that she swung back, you know? Only in this instance, granted, we only have one instance to go off of, literally. You only got promoted because of your father. Don't think you're better than the rest of us. I need her to punch him. Just kidding. Just kidding. But realistically, what she should do is, like, shoot the arrow, right? Because it's archery practice, right? That's her specialty. So she should just be like, I don't need to practice because I'm already perfect. And then leave, basically. If you're so good, why not prove it to us? Or are you too busy babying your little toy? Very well, I'll show you what it really means to be a guard. Come at me, together. You asked for this, don't blame us. Bootleg City, I'm literally... That's 5? That's 5? And she handled it anyway.
Mission complete. Area secured.
See how wrong you were? If you can't even beat me, what gives you the right to judge me? This is impossible. You were supposed to be... Listen, there's one way to be a guard. So long... Now I'm reminding myself of Navi. Listen! Listen! Hey, listen! So as long as you protect those in your charge and win the battles you are a guard. Anyone else got something to say? Rules are rules. Losing to me means 20 laps of weighted runs tomorrow morning. Yes. I'm glad they at least listened. I'm glad. Understood. Guys and her limp away together, leaving Gwyneth alone on the training ground. They were harsh, but they did remind me. I'm a noble lady. Father forbade me from investigating as a guard, but he can't stop me from inviting a few noble ladies to tea, can he? In Savannah, real secrets are exchanged over tea. Gwyneth strides towards her office, where she prepares some writing paper, picks up her quill, and composes several invitations. I like that. Dear Ressa, it's been a while. Dear Lady Karina, I've heard much... I actually read a manhwa where one of the characters was named Karina, and she was at a tea party, so now I'm kind of like giggling thinking of that character. I've heard much about your expertise in the latest courtly fashion trends. Catherine, I have some updates regarding the matter we discussed last time. Would you be free to join me at Sophia's tea house tomorrow afternoon? It's time to attend the gathering in the upper district. They talking about Princess Peggy? I have issues with that. It reminds me of that man eating buildings in the book. Man-eating buildings? Caught you reading novels again. What if I never thought you'd invite us out? We haven't even seen much of you since you became a Royal Guard captain. The flower exhibition, you skipped that too. At this point, you're the hardest person to see in Savannah. My apologies, Catherine. I've missed everyone, but my duties have taken most of my time. You know, I know why they didn't do it, but I wish AFK Journey gave her a different outfit for this meeting. Because you're not going to visit your friends in full armor. You're not going to do that. So I wish they gave her just like a different outfit for this specific scene. I'd also probably just let her do it anyway, because I just know she's going to do whatever she wants. Right. And in general, that's how people generally are. When you're told you can't do something, you're more likely to do it. My apologies, Catherine. I've missed everyone, but my duties have taken most of my time. Wrong kind of RPG. Oh, visiting people in armor? Huh, your duties. Honestly, dear, I don't see why you'd trade being a noble lady for running around with a bunch of men. My father says the base is filthy and reeks of sweat. Let me see your hands. They've gotten rough, haven't they? Yes, you've made a name for yourself as a guard, but it hardly does your reputation as a lady any good. My only issue is, like, why do they care? You know what I mean? Like, why does it matter? She's just doing a job. Everybody needs a job, right? I guess unless you're, like, filthy rich, then you don't really need a job. But everyone has a different style, so I don't know why they're... Everybody's talking trash about Gwyneth, and now I feel, like, upset. Because they're like, oh, you're weak. Or, man, you're not taking care of your reputation. You know, like, it's irritating. And tea. Karina, she looks better than her. I don't really like Karina. Aesthetically, I mean, because I don't like green and she has green hair, and I also don't like dresses that puff up at the hips. I don't know, it just always throws me off. I just don't like how it looks. But I like this silhouette better. It's more natural, in my opinion. They're nobles. Your money is supposed to work for you. Your money is supposed to work for you, true. But, like, Hendrik is also... I guess that's confusing, because, like, what exactly makes a noble in Savannah? Because Hendrik is also a working class... Like, not working class, but, like, a dude at work. You know what I mean? So, who doesn't have to work? You know what I mean? Because Hendrik is working, her dad. They work together. Karina, honestly, I think Gwyneth looks cool in armor. Thank you. Maybe, but no duke would want a wife like that. Okay? Mind your business. She'll worry about that if that's what she wants. Well, it's my choice. Anyway, Savannah hasn't been exactly peaceful lately. Have you heard anything about what happened to the Hall of Ancients? And that's a weird argument by itself. Because one, she'll worry about it if that's what she wants. And then two, what is she supposed to do? Just, like, you know what I mean? Like, the right person will find you. I just know somebody would love to be with a captain. Like, I just know it. Like, I know it. Usually birth. In her case, being a guard is like an inheritance. But, so they're implying that she shouldn't be a guard, though. So, is it because she's a lady? Then why did she even get the position to begin with? If it was so weird and unheard of for a lady to be a knight. Oh, that's true. She was the first lady knight, right? I feel like I remember that. So I guess it makes sense that they're apprehensive. I guess. But still, like, mind your business. If she's your friend, mind your business. Risa, what was her name? Ressa? She was like, she's the only one that really makes sense here. Supporting your friend. That's all you gotta do. Well, it's my choice. Anyway, Savannah hasn't been exactly peaceful lately. Have you ever heard anything of what happens in the Hall of Ancients? The lady's eyes light up at the mention of the subject. They all lean in closer. Of course, Dura above a building that large just vanished without a trace? How unthinkable. He didn't have a son? Maybe. I mean, I guess so. My father said the matter was fishy. There are no signs at all beforehand. I really hate this silhouette. Am I tripping? Do we like the, like, let me know. Do you guys like the hip pads? I hate them. Like, they irritate me so much. I prefer a dress like this, or the one that, I think this is actually the same dress as Ressa's, but in a different colorway. Many suggest it was a plan by the Queen and Princess Peggy that backfired. Unlikely, because Princess Peggy went missing as well. The Queen? What does it have to do with Her Majesty? That's the inside story you don't know. You see, Princess Peggy is the Queen's only child, and with the King gravely ill, Her Majesty now rules the Empire in his stead. So people are saying the Queen staged the whole thing to boost Princess Peggy's standing for her future reign. That doesn't make sense. They look like NPCs. No, they do. They do. That's why I'm not, like, grilling into them too much. I'm just talking about the silhouette of the outfit. I hate this silhouette. Gwyneth's got every reason to be caring and worried. Can't they give her any lift in spirit? Please. Literally, Ressa was the only one actually being like, oh yeah, she looks cool in armor. And then now she's gone. She's off the screen entirely. She had one line in this whole, this is Karina, what is it? Karina and Catherine beatdown. And even then, it's really Catherine doing all the yapping. But in the end, Her Highness failed to draw the sword and ended up trapped in the chapel. Karina, be careful what you say. Baseless accusations like that are disrespectful to the Queen. Oh, please. I'm only repeating what I've heard from others. It's what everyone's been saying. Don't get upset, alright? We know you're close to Princess Peggy. Let's drop it. Honestly, Gwyneth shouldn't have defended the Queen right there. Like, her objective here is not to defend Princess Peggy. Her objective here is to find out what happened. So if the rumor on the street is that it has to do with the Queen, she can either take that or, like, move on, but don't get mad at your contacts for giving you the info that you asked for, you know? They're like, oh, she was like, oh, haven't you heard? Have you heard anything? And they're like, oh yeah, we heard something. And then she's like, how dare you? You know, you can't do that, right? Must be Alpha Karen, literally. You can't do that. Like, I understand why she's upset. I too would be upset. But the objective of the meeting was to get information. She got it and then got mad at the information. And then now they're like, oh, let's drop it. So now you cut off the only information you had. Because you got mad at the person who brought the information to you. You can't do that. Frankly speaking, while the situation with Princess Peggy is regrettable, she's only a princess. What really matters is that Prince Orion is still fine. That's disrespectful. Why? What? That's disrespect. I'm angry. The future of the Lightbearer Empire rests on his shoulders. As long as he stands, nothing will go wrong. I agree. Dara above, Prince Orion is a very embodiment of perfection. Okay, y'all are desperate. Have any of you ever been to the Royal Hunt? Prince Orion looks so charming on horseback. Okay, I get it. I get it. You don't care about Princess Peggy. Because you... Oh my gosh. These ladies can get off my screen. I'm done. Look, I'm done. I don't like them. I don't like them. The only person I like here is Ressa. And Gwyneth, of course. And I hear he's quite well read and very gentle. Have you heard? They're already arranging the consort ceremony for... Consort? Hold on, I need to look that up. Ugh. A marriage thing. What? Oh, is he getting married? So they're looking for a wife soon. Instantly, my mind is like, Gwyneth? Ugh, no! Have you heard? They've already arranging the consort ceremony for His Highness. I'd better order a few new gowns just in case I get to attend the ball. Ladies, I'm afraid I must take my leave. There's an urgent defense plan that requires my confirmation. Let's call it a day. She was done. Her social battery was gone. And I get it. I get it. I would also be like that. These people irritate me. I haven't even finished my cake yet. Please go on without me. I'll take care of the bill. This isn't working. I should head back to the base. It isn't working because you shot down the only information. Captain! Martin! I love my boy Martin. Hey. Captain, there's a matter that needs your attention. What is it? Captain, Commander Hendricks adjutant asked me to hand this to you. Why is the letter cut off? Did he give her a paper that's folded like that? That's a very interesting fold. Is that like a visual glitch, or is that literally what it should look like? Because it looks like cut off right here, cut off right here, cut off right here, and right here. It looks like literally parts of the letter are missing, but I guess it could be folded over. It just looks weird to me. Especially how it's not symmetrical. Yeah, it's really weird. Gwyneth opens the envelope and pulls out a scented invitation. Scented? The paper is of the exquisite quality. Its header adorned with elegant cursive script. Silken snare. Silken snare. Where have we heard that before? Is that like a tavern? I don't even know. Oh yeah, with the restaurant. I forgot that. Silken Snare. That's a high-end restaurant in the Upper District. Notoriously hard to get a table. Father's never been fond of such flashy places. According to the adjutant, the commander books this place himself. He's expecting you for dinner tomorrow. That's honestly raising red flags in my head. I don't know. Instantly, I think it's a trap. But at the same time, like, who would suspect that? So, it's probably fine. Captain, looks like the commander's trying to patch things up with you. After all, tomorrow is, Is he planning to apologize, or is he finally ready to tell me some of the truth? Neither. I'm sorry, Gwyneth. But, like, usually, I don't know. I've seen letters that are, I guess, ornate, such as that. Really? It's throwing me off. Like, I think I would be irritated if I got a letter that looked like that. Not really. I'm exaggerating, but because it's just paper at the end of the day. As long as it gets the message across, it doesn't really matter what shape it is. But I don't know. It doesn't look fancy to me. I think fancy is like custom print. You know, like custom, like stationery. Like the scented part, that's pretty crazy. Like that shows to me expensive. Like custom packaging. But like cut up packaging, it throws me off a little bit. Like a wax seal, that's fancy. Scented papers, that's fancy. Gold letters, that's fancy. Weird folding, not really. Some die cuts can be, but only if it's relevant. You know what I mean? Like if a company sent me a letter and the paper is in the shape of their logo, that's clever. Like that's cute. But I wouldn't associate that with like wealth. I just associate that with branding. It's meant to be abstract and fancy. I see. Okay, so that's some rich people stuff. Gazillionaire stuff. Do you know that song? But I don't think he's planning either one, to apologize or tell the truth. I don't know why Gwyneth would even assume that's the truth. The dinner is... If it's really him planning such a dinner, it is him using that as the apology. He wouldn't address it. Martin, check the roster for tomorrow. Do I have any assignments? Already checked, Captain. You're free tomorrow. Alright, I'll go. At the very least, I'll hear what he has to say. While Gwyneth hopes to mend things with her father tomorrow, Martin sets out for Vina Cemetery in search of the solitaries. We also live in different time and biases and all that. That's true. That's true. Maybe like some rich person would see a custom cut thing and they're like, dang, someone cut these edges. I guess, it sounds silly when you say it like that, but I guess you're right. Feels like somebody would have had to have cut it in a certain way. While Gwyneth hopes to mend things with her father tomorrow, Merlin sets out for Vina Cemetery in search of the Solitaries. This is a random fact, but do your dads apologize to you? Like, in general. Like, if you have a fight with your parent, do they usually tell you sorry? I know, like, some cultures are different. And then, for my family, it's not really common to directly say I'm sorry. So I'm wondering if that's like a normal experience or... Silken Snare sounds alluring, like a hungry tiger to a feast, right? Right? It's a suspicious name. Not gonna lie, more food. To be honest, I'd try it. If I was there, I'd try it. And if I had like the means to try it, I'd probably be a brokey back in the day. But in their world, I'd probably be broke too. But if I was rich, I would try it. Because I'm not an important person, you know what I mean? So, like, nothing's gonna happen to me. Merlin is the one who has to worry about traps, not me. I'm just a random person. After Hendrik turned her... what? After Hendrik turned her away again, Gwyneth tried to What? Gwyneth tried to clear her head with the secret PAL box. When she was mocked yet again, she fought back. She later used a tea gathering to dig for information, but came away with nothing. Not long after, Hendrik sent an invitation to make peace. The queen revealed her true identity and provided you with 3 clues through the omen's eye: a spider, wing, and a sword. The little fox then led you to Excalibur's scabbard. See how I remembered how to pronounce that word? I'm learning. Are they talking about the royal family? No. We're doing the quest, right? Did it just put me on a side quest out of nowhere? Beneath the web. Give your soul to me for eternity. Release your life. The Vina Cemetery on the outskirts of the city. Whenever I see outskirts of the city, I automatically think of Super Robot Monkey Theme Hyperforce Go, because that's how the intro started, while traveling on the outskirts of the city. I found an abandoned Super Robot. Ooh, there's a fight thing here. I beat it immediately. Ask the flower girl. Ma'am, would you like a flower? Care for a bouquet? I was about to read that as banquet, but I knew that was bouquet. But I was about to say the wrong thing anyway.
I got all kinds. Lilies, roses, forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-nots. I thought of 2 things immediately. Forget-me-not, Another Wonderful Life. I believe the city was called Forget-me-not Valley. And then isn't Xion? Wasn't her name a reference to a flower, like from Kingdom Hearts? Xion was a reference to a flower, and that flower has the meaning forget me. Like, never forget me.
Is there anything you need?
Do you know where Vina Cemetery is? I'm heading to the cemetery.
The cemetery? Just follow this road straight out toward the outskirts. You'll reach a small fork. Take the narrow path leading in. It's not very big, and there aren't many people buried there. It's usually pretty quiet. Though, well, it has a bit of a reputation.
A reputation?
People say it's haunted at night. And there are tons of crows. Nasty ones. And they remember faces.
What do you mean nasty? They're cute. You think they're nasty because you treated them wrong, so they treat you wrong. I did the eye quest because it was the only action I could do. Great knowing you can read past that. It's not a required side. Yeah. I just got the vibe because I saw that it was yellow, so I was on the main quest storyline, and then suddenly it put me on the blue path, and I'm like, no. but this exact plotline, people say it's haunted, the cemetery, immediately makes me think of Mabby. I know it's not an original idea, but immediately I'm thinking about Piran, because in G20, I think it was 22. Yeah, it was 22 now that I'm thinking about it. It was G22, and Seth was in the cemetery, and he was meeting Marliad, and then Piran had a problem with him, because that's when he first, like, saw Seth again after the kidnapping situation. So I remember that specifically.
If they don't like you, they'll suddenly dive at you. Oh, you should buy some lavender. Crows hate the smell and won't come near it.
No thanks. I like crows. If I met a crow who could remember my face, I mean, they do really remember faces. I just don't see crows. But if I saw a crow, I would immediately try to be its friend. Because I just want to be friends with a crow, and then they would look at you, hello! You know, they're so cute.
Or if you're offering flowers at a grave, white chrysanthemums are best for mourning. Of course, if you want both, I can give you a discount.
I would just buy it because I got information from her. So, like, it's disrespectful to take her time as a merchant and then not buy something. I'll take a bundle of lavender. I'll take a bundle of white chrysanthemums. I've never seen that spelled out. So I'm going to buy this just because it is respectful and it also diverts attention. Because it'll look weird if I'm going to the graveyard and ask about the graveyard but not actually bring anything.
Please come again. And be careful. Those crows can be vicious.
I'm not afraid of crows. A strange cemetery, huh? How curious. I like crows. Morning. That's not confusing at all, lol, right? I once met a guy. It's so funny that you mentioned that. Because I remember texting him good morning. Like, this was a new guy I met. And I remember sending him good morning. As in, morning. As in, you know, like, morning. Like, morning, afternoon, night. And he was like, I'll never say that. Because I refuse to use synonyms of something that's not synonym, homophone, of something that is horrible. And I just sat there stunned. He had the craziest personality. It was so weird. And I never forgot that because he refused to say good morning. He would just be like, greetings. Wacky. Very wacky. And I continue to be friends with this person. There was not one thing. Like, he was extremely eccentric. Like a movie. Like, literally like a movie. I remember one time I went to the theater with this guy. And you know how people sit in chairs? They sit in chairs. What he did was... literally, he sat on the top of the chair and then started moving his hands like a conductor. So he... You know, I don't know if it's getting across, but like... the most eccentric personality ever. Like, so I'm not the kind who will say goodnight unless you're actively texting me. And I'm like, oh, you know, it's getting late, good night. And I don't say good morning either because then I'll just talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't like everyday conversation. I know that's weird, but for me personally, I don't like conversation every day. Sometimes I only want conversation to happen when it is meaningful. So like sometimes I'll take pictures of my like things that I see in like nature and stuff, and I'll send that picture to a friend who I know likes that thing. Like if I saw, I don't know, like like a crow. And then it's like doing something cute. I take a picture of it and then I send it to my friend who likes crows. Then that's how that conversation starts, if I really want to have a conversation. But like good morning, I don't know, it just puts weird pressure, and I'm not trying to do that every day with like 40 different people. Like, come on, no. Just talk to me when you have something to say. And me too. And then this is why I struggle to make friends, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I don't like meaningless conversation, and then people view me as like a very cold, callous person because of it. So they'll be like, why don't you ever text me first? Because I got nothing to say. Why do you want to text me every day? So that's why I struggle, genuinely. But at the same time, I'm okay being by myself too. This must be the path. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. I respond if you ask, literally. Like, I'm not gonna ignore anybody. If you text me, I will respond. But if it's just like, hi, how are you? And especially if I'm the one pulling the convo, I didn't even initiate this convo. The person who initiates should carry. I don't get it when they're like, hi. And then I'm like, what was your objective of saying hi? What was your objective of just hello? You know what I mean? Like, so then I'm like, hello, how are you? Because what's the response? I didn't reach out. You know what I mean? I don't know what you want to talk about. So I have to say, hi, how are you? And I'm trying to make this go quick. Because if I say hi, just hi, it's hi, then hi. And then it's even more messages. So it's hi. And then they send me hi. And I say, hi, how are you? And they're like, oh, I'm good. And then you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good too. And then it's just a back and forth until we get into the actual meat and bones. One of my pet peeves is ignoring anything. Yeah, I don't like ignoring. I try to talk to you, but like, I don't like carrying combos. If I don't mention something, it was most likely deliberate. Interesting. So you would just, what? You would just message and say hello? Or, interesting. Like, I just want to remove small talk. I just want to remove small talk. It's an entirely useless thing. Message me if you have something to say. Like, for example, if you're reaching out to me and then you say, hello, my name is this. I'm reaching out because of this. That's my ideal conversation. Or even, hello, this made me think of you. That's a good thing too, because then I at least have something to start the conversation with. At the very least. Lots of Easter eggs in 6 and 7, and unfinished side quests and clan quests. Please do a stream eventually and explore the uncontent. Yeah, we need to, because honestly, there's so much. There's so much in AFK Journey, which is why I don't get when people are like, there's not enough story. What do you mean there's not enough story? There's constant story. You know what I mean? Like, it's constant. There's so much to get through. I, who play this game every single week, cannot get through all of the content. Yeah, Dime, that's me too. That's me too. And honestly, I can't even make it past the stranger phase with some people because they get very angry at me sometimes. One time I had a person who I just met and they got so mad at me for not understanding their situations. So they unadd me, they block me, and then it's crazy because when I see I'm blocked, that's it. That's done. I'm not gonna push it. So then I leave. And then they see me again another day. And then they stop me in person. And I'm like, don't you remember we had this fight last time we spoke? And they're like, oh, it wasn't a fight. And I'm like, but you blocked me. And they're like, well, you could have always asked in person for like to get unblocked. And I'm like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Like, why would I do that? I'm not trying to play games. If you don't want to see me, you don't have to see me. It's not, no. No. These are like people I meet in real life or from a friend of a friend. Well, I don't deal with making new internet friends in most cases, yeah. So I don't have any of those apps because I'm not someone who desires friendship like that. Like, I know it sounds like wild. But if you don't want to be with me, you don't have to be with me. I'm not gonna sit here begging you. And I'm not outwardly trying to make new friends. I'm actually okay with the friends that I have. Of course, I'll always be friendly to anybody. But but I'm not trying to play games. Like, I will never go find a different way to speak to you so that you can unblock me. You blocked me. If you want to talk to me, you have to unblock me and talk to me first. It's such a weird situation. It's extremely petty. Right. I don't get it. But no, you'll never find me on one of those apps. Drama, LOL. All the drama, mama. All the drama, mama. All the girls in the back, drama. But no, I'm just talking about failed friendships. And this is why I struggle a lot with friendships, because I'm not willing to do cat and mouse. I'm really not. Oh, you checked my description and noticed a lot of people made artwork for your channel, but who made your Stream Deck design? Stream Deck design. I don't have a Stream Deck, unless you mean like the overlays, if that's what you mean. And then the overlays were purchased from WaifuStreams. Yes. If I want to play games, I've literally got a computer and Steam backlog. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Dime. You know it. Now, to be clear, the friends that I do have, I cherish them because they get me. So I'm very happy with them. They don't push me. They'll invite me. A lot of my friends are highly extroverted, so they'll invite me to something, but they're not offended if I say no, you know? So they'll be like, oh, you want to go to this party? I'm like, no, thank you. And they're like, yeah, I didn't think so. But you're always welcome. And so they're great for that. But I'm fine with the friends that I have largely. My stream screens? Oh, you mean like... these? Oops. So this one I made... Oops, I think the music is playing. Hold on. Okay, so this one was made by sort of me. So I put it all together in Canva, but the art was made by Zephyr. I don't know how to say their name. I don't know, but it's right there on the screen. And then I put everything together in Canva. The logo was made by Akiogi. That's why I tag them, because I don't know how to say their name. It's in the description. And then Canva. And then WaifuStreams made the background. WaifuStreams also did all of these end screens. It's the same like end screen, but like different looks. Up, ladybug, you'll be fine one day. And then like the different backgrounds were made, like the background was made by WaifuStreams. Like a lot of it is WaifuStreams, I won't lie to you. Stream's over! LOL, imagine. Yeah, the Be Right Back stream was made by WaifuStreams. The latest Steam computer for gaming is suffering from RAM prices raised by AI companies. And you guys like wonder why I hate Gen AI so much. It's not even AI that I dislike, it's generative AI specifically. Like, I have so much beef with them, and I feel like what's it, like a broken record mentioning it every single time. Because it's so annoying. But yeah. And it feels bad that I'm getting priced out of my hobby. Before I could literally buy consoles near the, like I would be able to buy it new and then get it pretty early. You know, not on launch day, not usually, but I would at least be able to get something. I'm not looking for any new art, Luna, but thank you. I hate corpos and the Shadow Cabal. Shadow Cabal? I don't even know what that word is. It sounds like a movie, though. Like, it sounds like a... Like, if there was a book or a movie named Shadow Cabal, I'd watch it. You stand at the entrance and look around. The grounds are square and hemmed in by rusted iron fencing. But yeah, that's why I definitely believe indie is the future as well. I know I keep mentioning it, but but because of the price increase all the time, the only time you're gonna really be able to play games is when they're not $80 a game and when they're not $100 a game. And if you can afford that, that's fine. I'm happy for you. I'm not complaining. But me personally, I cannot drop $80 a game, $100 a game, depending on the game. You know, I think GTA 5 or 6 is gonna be $100. I can't afford that. So I definitely think the future is indie, and I'm excited if you can afford it. And I know that people are going to be saving up for it, so I'm not mad at the people who do buy it. But just noticing the trend of how everything is getting more expensive, like, I can't afford it. Crows perch on the dead trees nearby, their eyes tracking your every move. A chill stirs in your chest. You take a deep breath and head deeper inside, beginning your search. I just refuse having my medical records recorded by an AI device with my dog. That is diabolical. Today, AI make mistakes, especially when unchecked by humans. Exactly. Exactly. And that's horrifying. Because you know how easy it is to hack into systems that use generative AI as well, like LLM? Because I even just recently heard that Meta, so Meta AI, I think what happened was, so for anyone who has an Instagram account, please check on it. But basically, what happened was, because of Meta's AI, I can't even say hacker, because they were not a hacker. They went to Meta AI and they said, oh, I lost access to my account. Can you give me this account details? And then the Meta AI, after getting coaxed a bit, said, okay. What? And that's why when people tell me that they're putting their medical information in ChatGPT, I'm like, don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it, please. It will get leaked so quick. It is not safe. And you won't even have to fight the AI. They'll just do it. They'll just give you the information if they have it. And then sometimes they tell you completely wrong information as well, too. Like, I remember looking up facts about flies, okay? Like, I was just interested in flies in that moment. So I was looking up questions about it. And the generative AI, the LLM in the overview, and this is why I hate it so much, gave me nonsense. I think one time I was asking a question about baby bears too, and then the answer was like, it was like, what was it? It was like, cubs are born as cubs in a den, 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 and I'm like, whoa, calm down. And that's like the search view, and I was sitting there like, what? I didn't ask all this. It just bothers me. It bothers me. Like, this is the technology that cost millions, and it cannot even understand what I'm trying to ask. And sometimes it'll give you misinformation. In a den. I sure love my $100 air. Literally, it's gonna be like that one day. And it's like literally like the Onceler. You know, they're gonna be selling you air and fake trees. Oh. So this is why I'm against generative AI. It is horrible for the environment. It is a waste of money. It's just bad, in my opinion. It is my opinion. It is my opinion. A tombstone reads what? A tombstone reads simply, Amelia Vess, beloved mother and wife. May she rest in Dura's embrace. Did I not just see Amelia Vess? I literally remember Amelia Vess. Fresh flowers sit beside it, and a stone clean, fresh, free of dust and moss. Even in a place this quiet, someone comes to tend the graves. Well, yeah, that's a loved one. And I believe I saw this so much. I believe if I go back over to Peaks of Time and see possibly where I can get Actually, wait, stop. I want to go over here to Peaks of Time. I want the graveyard. Where is the graveyard? Starfall County? Where is this? Is this where I'm trying to go? Got no help from AI for info on free run event on this game. Found AI's weakness searching. Bruh, that's horrible. Yes, here. Wait, no. I'm so certain I saw Amelia Vess already. Back in... Back in the grave. Why doesn't it let me go over there? Oh, here it is. But it is on Tower. No, it's not here. Skyrim Forest? No, it wasn't here. Is it here? This is lava entrance. This isn't Tower of Memories. What is happening? Why doesn't it let me go to where I want to go? Here, right? This is it? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. Yes, Lithium Graveyard. Here. I'm 90% sure Amelia Vess was also here. Here, maybe? This grave? Deep in the night, the light lasts for hours. I'll let you fight. I'll help you conquer her. What is this? No. I'm sure Amelia Vess was here. Like, I'm certain of it. Got alert, hope you're having fun. I am! I guess they don't let you talk to these graves anymore because, like, we could talk to these graves before. Like, these graves? Oh, here, maybe? No. They don't let us talk to them anymore. Dude, I'm sure if I look back in the VOD, then I would have seen it. Because it was like right here when they were asking us to check these here. These graves. For that one event. It wasn't something that important. I just specifically remember seeing Amelia Vess. Because I was thinking Liliana Vess from Magic the Gathering. And I had a whole tangent about that when I saw it then. And then to see the name Amelia Vess recycled is kind of funny. Is it that big of a deal? Not at all. Not at all. But it's interesting for me. Like, I could have even swore it said beloved wife and mother as well. Like, I'm sure. You pause before a coffin set beside an open grave. Thick dust coats its surface, and the surrounding stones is crumbling. You press against the lid. It doesn't budge. Clearly sealed for many years. This isn't the one you're looking for. You fold Valen's letter again, confirming the instructions. I feel like I've already read this. I'll let you fight for her. Head to the Vena Cemetery, then seek out a unique coffin. Open it and lie down inside. Your eyes sweep across the rows, finally settling on the deepest parts of the ground. Stones step rise upward, and at their ends rests a lone coffin. A faint glow beside it seems to beckon you closer. This must be the entrance. It does look that way, doesn't it? It's interesting that these areas have the green fire of the Graveborn. Here lies Angela. I like how it says here lies Angela, but when I click it, it doesn't do anything. Vina Cemetery.
Well?
The world has its own rules.
Okay, we'll put it like this. I'll let you. I'll help you conquer her. You can put. Wouldn't you like to take some of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Wouldn't deep in the night. How are them duels going so far? Well, we're not dueling this time. We're playing AFK Journey, but it's going pretty well. We should get an update to view the tombstones. Some think it's a bug. Really? Ah, I see. The time hasn't come, young one.
The door you seek is still closed.
Bang. Who are you?
I am Heron, keeper of Venus Cemetery. I've tended these grounds for many years.
How did you know where I wanted to go?
Everyone who stands before that coffin wants the same thing. You may enter, but only at night, when darkness falls and the moon rises.
That sounds like
Only
the start to
then will
Thriller.
the door open. For now, leave. The cemetery does not welcome the living for long in daylight.
What do you mean? Like, Gravekeeper Heron, what do you mean the cemetery doesn't welcome the living for long in daylight? What do you mean? Their purpose is to allow the living to visit the dead. The cemetery should be welcoming.
Use this time to think. Secrets are gained, but secrets are also
I just
taken.
know that this Gravekeeper has been wanting to say this for the longest. Like, they literally cooked this up, thought it was a cool thing to say, and waited for the next person.
Decide what price you're truly willing to pay.
Wait for nightfall. The moon rises. Now. And you return to the coffin once more. See, the moon is rising. Time to visit the solitaries. Time to claim the heavens for her own, and all will know the wonder. I love crows. Of my dark and jeweled sky. Welcome to the Twilight Pavilion. Please head straight. That is crazy. It looks bigger on the inside. I should get a feel for the place first. There's a casino here? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm gonna vote red. Just kidding. This is not a casino, actually. This is just a table. A very fancy table. Oh, these are Graveborns. No, you're like a frog. What are you? You're a Glimmerbloom. I'm down on my luck today. What even are you? I'm like trying to zoom in. I can't really tell, but there's Glimmerblooms here. It looks like some sort of like fish dude. I wish I could splurge like him. I have terrible luck today. Mysterious Graveborn. He's literally a grave. Born. Beneath the web. Where am I supposed to scrape up more money?
Ah! You scared me. When did you get behind me?
I'd hug this guy too. I was here the whole time, Mr. Graveborn.
That reaction. You're new, aren't you?
Yeah.
Relax. I'm human.
Oh?
The owner's magic here masks everyone's true appearance.
Oh.
People who come here all have secrets they'd rather keep hidden.
Then what do I look like to you?
Curious? I'll tell you for some coin.
Okay, 2 gold. Get out of here with that bull. Forget it, I don't want to know. Here's a few coins. I mean, to be fair, I would actually give the coins. If it's just a few.
That little? You think I'm a beggar?
Evidently you are.
Don't expect anything else from me.
Perfect place for crime then, literally. My head's gonna explode. Someone help me. I wanna hug the Glimmer Bloom.
You look decent with numbers. Help me out.
What do you
At the
need?
start, I won 20 Azure tokens. Then I lost twice in a row. Like my cards were cursed. 7 tokens each time.
Okay, so you lost twice. So 14. You have 6 left.
This last round was a draw. So, did I make money or lose it?
Well, at the start, you won 20, right? So it was already net positive. Then you lost 14. So you're still positive, but 6. And then a tie, I don't think adds or removes anything. So you're still positive than when you walked in. You profited. You lost.
Really? Well, that's great. I actually won.
I would disrespect the dead with awakening when I know I would hate being called away from my peace. Oh.
Thanks for helping me sort it out. My brain really isn't made for this.
Then why are you here? Go home. So how does this place work? What are Azure tokens?
Is it your first time here?
Evidently. I don't really know the rules. Yeah, it's my first
Then
time.
you asked the right person. I know the rules, even if my luck is bad sometimes. Here,
I don't really trust this person.
everyone competes at the tables using Azure tokens. The more you win, the more you collect. Once you have enough, you can trade them for rare items.
It's literally an arcade. They can be traded for information?
I've heard rumors, but I've never tried myself.
Then why are you here? You're lying. You're either lying to me or you're really dumb.
You should ask the attendant at the exchange desk.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime. May your luck be better than mine.
This person's throwing me off. Like, they're so goofy. But, like, hopefully she can give me some better answers, right? Like, she's not here. She's not here. Oh, she's pretty. Welcome to the Twilight Pavilion.
Dear guest, how may I assist you?
Maria from The Sound of Music is moving into a house with Ronald McDonald in Tomodachi. That's so funny. I wouldn't disrespect their piece. I know I would hate it. Sure. I'm looking for information.
Of course, that is one of our services. However, information comes in different tiers. What level do you seek?
Personally, I would never want to be revived from the dead if I ever died. So, because there's too many, like, I've seen too much anime. I know it's never like, and even playing video games, like, the Graveborns don't really, it depends, but the Graveborns don't really have a happy life here, and they eventually lose their mind and sanity. Unless you're one of the lucky ones. But, like, look how Igor was treated. Look how Valka was treated. Look how Ludovic was treated. Carolina. Kalin is struggling just to be there for Carolina. So, like, looking at them, no. Unless you're, like, part of Chimera, what's his name? Niru and Damon's family. Maybe. They're the only ones who genuinely benefited from being Graveborns. Because Damon never had a life before. He was always at home, stuck inside. But then, even in this game, it is not really a good fate to be brought back as a Graveborn. But think about it in other animes and media. You know, and games. Like, in The Gray Man, you get brought back to life as a demon. And then you have to wear the skin of the person who brought you back. So basically, the person you love the most, or who loved you the most, you have to kill them, and then wear their skin. What? So no, I would not want to be revived like that. I don't want to be revived into that kind of world. Or, like, let me think. You know, like, it's scary. And that's why when people are like, oh, I would love to isekai in an anime or something, I don't. Some of them would be nice, but really, a lot of them wouldn't be. because like, for example, if you got revived in Madoka Magica, that's basically the real world, but with witches and magical girls. But magical girls are fated to become witches. So, in the end of the day, you have to struggle and fight for your life. And you could die even as a civilian. Just, you wouldn't even know what happened. You get trapped in a labyrinth and this, you just have to deal with it. That's horrible. And a lot of, like, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. Yep. But I wouldn't think of immortality as a curse. I don't think that. It just depends on the kind of world that you're immortal in. Like, for example, I don't know, like, vampires. That would be cool. I mean, like, if you're like Draculaura in Monster High, that's fire. Because Draculaura is cool. She's a vegetarian despite being a vampire. Or like Marceline. Like, you could be a vampire in well, Marceline has a sad past. But you know what I mean? There are some worlds where being immortal is cool. And there are some worlds where it would not be. Like, being immortal in this world would kind of be fun. Low-key. And then you'd be rich. And if you're not rich, just step into the sun. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I don't think immortality is a curse. I think it is a blessing in best case scenario. But it can be a curse, depending. And the probability of it being a curse is pretty high. Like, because are you immortal with your loved ones too? Does that count? Because if you're a vampire with a vampire spouse, then that's cool. With vampire kids, that's cool. Information about the royal family. Information about the Hall of Ancient.
Only our proprietor would know such things.
How do I meet them?
Simple. Win 5,000 as your tokens.
Ooh, are we gonna...
If you
I'm
work
in.
hard, you might see the proprietor in about a year.
We're about to find them in 5 seconds. Isn't there a faster
I'm
way?
afraid there are no shortcuts here.
In the 2000s, maybe not, but maybe in the 2020s? I'll take my chance of... Literally. Do you know Valen? Valen's my friend.
Oh, you two are acquainted? That's, unexpected. Didn't he tell you how this works?
He didn't
What
say
a
anything.
shame. If he were here, meeting the proprietor would be much easier. His card skills are famous in the Twilight Pavilion.
Don't try to be Alan. Don't try to be Alan. My boy would beat everybody. Then I'll bring...
I'm afraid that won't work anymore.
What do you mean?
5 years ago, Valen was banned from playing here.
Why?
He disrupted the balance of the games and the guests' experience. All I can do is wish you luck. As a courtesy, here are some starter tokens. Do your best.
No choice. I guess I'll have to play. Let's find a seat. I'm in. Are we really gonna play a game? Because if we're really playing a game, I'm in. Over here, there's room. Yes! Ooh, we're playing Uno! It literally looks like Uno. Allow me to walk you through the basics. The player to first empty their hand win. I don't care about. I can figure this out. Oh, you're gonna make me play it. Okay. Okay, a long tutorial, alright. You're really gonna make me play the green one, okay. Your opponent played a face down card, claiming it's a valid match. Do you believe them? If you have doubts, try calling a challenge. I don't like tutorials that literally make you do the tutorial. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to just skip it. Excellent instincts. We caught them bluffing. It's like Uno and... What's the word? Lie. Excellent instincts. We caught them bluffing, so they must draw cards as a penalty. You don't have matching cards. to play right now. Try playing one face down instead. Sneaky play. Ooh, color. I want to play Uno, but I don't want anything. I just want to play the game. Let me play the game. Your opponent took the bait as a challenge. Let them take the penalty. Select any number of cards you wish to redraw. You can just redraw. I mean, I guess if I read the instructions, I would know, but... Please let me play an actual game. That was just a tutorial.
Your skills are impressive. But one loss means nothing. I brought plenty of tokens. Let's go again.
Yay! You glanced at the 10 Azure tokens you won, and remember the 5,000 you need. At this pace, it'll take forever. Maybe there's a way to speed things up.
Another round?
Bet more. You agree, but your approach will be cheat with magic. Play honestly. Better not. This is a solitary's territory. Careless magic could cause trouble. I just don't like cheating.
Then let's play until dawn.
Do most people... One more game. Yes. One wrong move, then you're done for. Anything I don't approve, then you're done for. I could put a spell on you, and you're done for. Boy, you better run, or soon you will be done for. I kind of want to play the Joker right now. I don't mean to tip your scale, but you will fail. I'm passing any spells on me. I just ate a flower, one that steals your power, so you better now cower now and flee. You must be a liar, mortals can't acquire Molly without dire consequence. Then I must be a... 'cause I got this root from the ground with my bare hands. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Ooh, you just gave it to me. You gave me the win. You gave me the win. I don't mean to tip your scale, but you will fail at placing any... You won again? Discouraged grumbling. Oh, feeling lucky today? I have Moist Critical married to Alice from Alice Madness Returns. That is funny. I love that. Honestly, it's not even a bad pair. I don't mean to tip your scale, but you will fail at placing any spells on me. I just ate a flower, one that steals your power, so you better cower now and flee. You must be a liar, mortals can't acquire Molly without dire consequence. Woohoo! Baby no money married Shigo. Crazy, but honestly, I'm here for it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. That's fine. High risk and high reward. I actually like this. I think this is fun. I even like the aesthetic of it. Can I just play this now? This is literally Uno plus lie. After several fierce rounds, you dominate the entire hall. Oh my gosh. I can't even click him. Welcome to the Twilight Pavilion.
Isn't anyone gonna stop this? I've never lost so badly.
Poor Lucky Sea Monster. You probably should have played the 5 face down and kept the wild card for later. It's all good. I won anyway. Isn't anyone gonna stop? Okay.
My tokens. I saved those for half a month. If this keeps up, I'll lose everything.
May, throw this person out, or I'm done with this place.
Dang, Glimmer Bloom.
Well,
I can see the
to
proprietor
be
now, right?
honest, your current token count still hasn't reached the requirement. You've won plenty, but you're still below the standard.
It's fine, I'll keep playing. Well, I guess I know what I have to do.
No, please don't.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't afford to lose anymore.
Well, I need the tokens, so just give them to me.
Wait, let me think of something.
It also has Crazy 8 vibes. I love the Wild Colors cards. A free turn, yeah, they're nice.
Give me a moment. I'll need to ask for permission.
That's the proprietor's response? Understood.
Honored guest, although your token count doesn't meet the standard,
I'd banished my own card by accident anyway. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you don't always make the
given
best
the
plays.
circumstances, the proprietor is willing to make an exception.
Oh, an exception.
The proprietor says that making the entire hall afraid to challenge you already proves your strength. Please, follow me.
Follow
You're really
me.
breaking the rules for her.
Then you'll see. Come on, Lucky Sea Monster. You want to play me again? We can do this.
Who is this person anyway? Some big shot?
I'm not in the mood anymore. I'm done for today.
Your card skills are truly remarkable. Aside from Valen, I've never seen anyone weave strategy and psychology so naturally. But welcome back in, Bama boy. This is as far as I could go. The proprietor awaits you inside. I love the decor here. This is pretty nice. Ooh, it's a cutscene. Who's the proprietor?
A first meeting yet? It feels like an old friend has returned.
Pretty. They don't look like a Graveborn, even though they have Graveborn like colors. They have like living skin, but their hair
Welcome,
is Graveborn.
Merlin. Since you've already crossed the threshold, you may as well relax. Please sit, Magister Merlin.
I want your fan. You know who I am?
Those who walk in shadows survive on information. It's our trade.
True.
And the name of the Grand Magister Merlin travels far. Farther than most.
The hand is not living? You don't think so? I'm like staring now. Like I'm trying to decipher, is this color a living color? Because like if you look at Ludovic, he's way more gray than this, right? But I mean, I could be wrong. He does have the Graveborn like look. It just doesn't feel too Graveborn. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like the aura is a little bit off. Does he look dead? Then who are you? I don't know you. That's not fair.
My apologies. Courtesy should never arrive late. I am Arendor.
Arendor,
proprietor of the Twilight Pavilion.
It's like he found the soul stream, you know, the door to Aaron. He's super pale. But super pale doesn't mean dead, right? Like, it just means you're pale. Could be a dimensional. I don't think so, because they usually use that for collabs. Like, it is a possibility.
As for my other mantle, I suspect you felt it the moment you stepped inside. I command the solitaries.
What I do like about his design is that he has like these like skeleton things, which I guess is another sign of Graveborn. I just think it looks nice aesthetically.
Now then, Magister Merlin, what current carried you to my shore?
You deal with information and you don't know what information I seek? Use your noggin. Just kidding.
Naturally. Travelers rarely find me on accident. The solitaries exist to gather, refine, and trade what others overlook.
I like him, Arendor. I think his name is a little bit alright. And the colors, green is not my favorite. If they shifted it to yellow or shifted it to red, then I'd be in. But I know why they don't, because of the Graveborn. Like, they want to keep the Graveborn aesthetic. For some reason, I'm not seeing all the messages. I mean, messages. What is that? Messages. I think my connection keeps dropping. If I didn't respond to your comment, please comment again so I can see it. He has the same skin tone as a paragon to me. Really? Alright, now let's trade secrets for our friends, literally.
But you already know our custom. Knowledge is never given, only exchanged.
How do we trade?
Simple. Secret for a secret. You place something of weight on the table, and I answer with something of equal worth.
I don't know if I trust that, but okay.
Balance is the language the solitaries trust.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. It sounds fair, but the execution...
The solitaries pride themselves on fairness. So, what truth tempts you tonight?
About the Hall of Ancients' disappearance. About Princess Peggy's disappearance.
A ripple that shook the entire empire.
Paragon is a dimensional, and we're supposed to be getting a non-collab dimensional fairly soon, and a new co-op dimensional fairly soon as well. Ooh. Do you have any info on that? Like, do you know who the next collab is gonna be?
An entire chapel and the people inside it, vanishing without a trace. Until in the end, they had no choice but to turn to you.
Is he as pretty as the mermaid Graveborn? No. But he's still very pretty.
It was a smart move, seeking help from the solitaries. But understand, your case is knotted, and its threads stretch far. If you plan to pay with tavern gossip and market rumors, you'll leave disappointed.
You understand Arendor's hint, and the information you hold is far from ordinary rumor. You conceal key names and details, offering only 3 core images: spider, wings, and eye? My stake is the sword, the wings, and the spider.
Oh? 3 symbols, each casting a shadow. Interesting.
That's not really... That would get you nothing in real life. Just 3... Like, I can just pick any 3 shapes and stuff all the time. A non-collaboration dimensional like Pandora. That's what Bama Boy was saying. But, like, could you imagine if I just walked up and they're like, okay, what information do you got? And I was like, milk tea, french fries, and a switch case. That would get you nothing. Nothing.
Tell me, how do you read them?
You see, he's because he was playing games with his, like, flowery language. He's thinking, oh, she's using flowery language. Let me just ask. I'll speak plainly. Given Arendor's position, you reveal part of the truth. The sword refers to Excalibur. As for the spider, you've seen traces of it and suspect it's tied to the disappearances, though the faction behind it remains unclear. As for the wings, you admit you know nothing at all.
Regarding the spider and the wings, I do have some inside knowledge. But exchange requires balance. The sword representing Excalibur, that stake is too light. Dura gifting the blade to King Roland is a tale even children recite. And the Lightbearer Empire's succession right is hardly secret either. Public tales can't buy intel from the solitaries. What I want to know is this.
In Fisher Price table, now
About
it's your turn,
that
Bone Man.
sword.
What?
Have you uncovered something the world doesn't know?
Who said that? I can't find it. Rebecca uses Fisher Price table instead of a regular desk. Now it's your turn, Bone Man. Literally. Imagine if that was like a real fact that you could like use to buy information. Under Arendor's gaze, and knowing the solitaries may have already tracked your steps, you finally answer. His sword has a scabbard.
What makes this scabbard special?
Why would you give the juiciest bit of info? Like, at this point, you should leave. Genuinely, you should leave. We should not give our one clue to the people who want to use it the most. Yeah, my chat died on my phone. It's kind of like exploding back and forth. I don't know what's happening with my phone, but every now and then the Wi-Fi turns off and then turns back on. So sometimes the messages like get cut off. But on my computer, it's fine. But the messages sometimes go too fast. Maybe I should extend it. Yeah, it's like Pandora that's already in the game. Oops. Yeah, I made it longer. So now I should be able to see stuff. Hopefully. For longer. It can sense the sword's location.
How elegantly practical. I see. So you've already found it.
And then that's why we should not have mentioned Excalibur's scabbard. Now tell me about the wings and the spider.
Even storms arrive one cloud at a time. You've given me something worthwhile, and I will repay it.
Okay.
But before that, allow me a small indulgence.
The small indulgence is that you give me that fan. Give it to me. You want a favor. What if I refuse?
It won't be anything troublesome, I assure you. There's a restaurant in the city called Silken Snare.
Okay.
I want you to visit it and return with a dish called Eternal Embrace.
That sounds cute. Honestly. Somebody should make the Silken Snare in real life. It's very fancy, and I like the alliteration, and Eternal Embrace sounds very cute, and it's also alliteration. You want me to pick up takeout?
If you prefer plain words, yes. I prefer the word procurement.
Procurement.
You see, information rarely travels alone. Sometimes it insists on being escorted by a small courtesy.
He's kind of irritating me now. Like, why are you like this? Like, it literally better be giving me information when I get there. Because I don't want to, like, get takeout for some dude. Like, that's annoying. I'm not giving you a piece of my pie if that's what you're asking, LOL.
Careful with that look, Magister Merlin.
You want to fight?
Paths that seem short are rarely simple. Eternal Embrace is not something the kitchen offers to passing appetites. It's prepared only when the table is worth the effort.
Okay.
But with your reputation, it should be simple. Of course, should the task feel beneath you, we may simply part ways here.
After I gave you the info? After I gave you the info, you want to part ways? Nah, man. Let's take it outside. Just kidding, just kidding. I don't know why I'm turning instantly aggressive. Like, I liked him before, but now I'm getting aggressive. I'll go. Just make sure you keep your promise.
A deal is a deal. Bring me Eternal Embrace, and I will trade you what I know of the wings and the spider. Then I wish you luck, Magister. Seeing you here, it almost feels like an old friend has wandered home.
Find May. She'll show you the way out. I don't need help. I'll just go the way I came.
Honored guest, how may I assist you?
I'd like to leave the
For
pavilion.
the privacy and safety of our guests, all departures are handled through spatial transfer. Please relax. The process is perfectly smooth. Have a pleasant day. And
I almost forgot that we
sincerely
were in a
look forward
graveyard.
to your next visit.
Oh, we have to do a side quest. Oh. But do you know what time is it? Oh, shoot, no! I threw my water bottle over there, and it fell down. You know, that's my fault. This is it, the big finale, but they never quit. They were out to get me. What I did is unforgivable, and I will pay the price. Golden suits are not my curse, and now I walk towards you. There is no war in Ba Sing Se, literally. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. I had a good time, and I hope you did too. I'll see you guys next time. And yes, Wilden, no spoilers. Bye-bye. I love you guys. Stay sweet. Have a good one. Bye-bye.